Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lethalmon, and in today's episode we're going to be doing our third exploration and then going on to the first gym. But before we do that, there have been over 1,000 people who have played the game, so the creator dropped a code that you can use to get a very special Pokemon, and we have to talk to someone named Trinia? That's not you. You are Trinia, okay. Hello, would you like to pick up a mystery gift? Yes, please. We do, in fact, have the code, and it is that code. Never mind, they can't access the mystery gifts and... But why? Okay, I tried it the second time, and it worked on the second time, so we got the gift. And if we go over to the PC, Pastor Grimer, who we sold in the last episode... Actually, it's in our party. We got ourselves a nice little shiny Trapinch. Level 10. Pretty good. And, ooh, it has a 31 in attack, special defense, and speed, and a special attack down and speed up nature. That's pretty good, honestly. I think we'll take this Trapinch with us to the end of the game. It does kind of raise the question, though, like, I think I want to always have, like, 2 Pokemon that I just caught and I'm willing to sell in the party. So that way, whenever they level up, they'll sell for more money. And we're not really hurting for experience right now, I don't think. But I also don't know who I want to take off the party. I think I'm just going to risk it, and we are going to go on out into our third expedition with 5 Pokemon. And we are in a forest area. Oh, it looks like we had a permanent upgrade that gave us 20 extra steps on the last planet, but it looks like we don't have that here. So it seems like the permanent steps might be per planet, so there's another one that we gotta find here. We can jump ledges, so we can skip a little bit of this area already, and we have surf, so we can go into the water. We're gonna finally be able to put Oddish to use as our grass type if we encounter any water types, and there's a wild Carablast over there, I believe. Let's... Oh, Carablast it's coming for me. It wants to kill me. If I go a little bit this way, we find another encounter. And this is a wild Azurill. Now, it's only level 6. It is a child. I feel like this should not be that hard to catch. It's just a Pokeball. Alright, it's actually pretty hard to catch. It's just splashing about, though. Alright, we're gonna hit it with the Acid, and that kills it because it's a Fairy type. Well, there wasn't anything I could do there. I tried to catch it, but it didn't want to be caught. What if we go here? Alright, the Carablast wants to kill me. Carablast has appeared, and Carablast is... Oh, it seems powerful. All its stats are boosted, so maybe this will be a little difficult for our level 13 Oddish. Let's go for the Mega Drain. Whip that out right away, see how much damage that does. Pretty decent amount. Carablast goes for the Leer, so it can start stacking damage on us. But if we go for another Mega Drain... There's Carablast down into a pretty good range. Alright, go Pokeball. You just can't catch anything on this planet. Nothing wants to stay in my ball. It's hard to tell whether or not the Carablast will live another attack. And we've only got 12 balls, so I'm not crazy about all these things popping out. Alright, there we go. Caught Carablast. We'll not nickname the Carablast, and now we'll go on the party. Ash wants to learn Poison Powder. That will help with catching things. We will forget Sweet Scent because that is pretty useless. Unless it had the Overworld effect, but that would seem pretty broken though. Alright, I have to wonder if the Carablast was guarding anything over here? Or if it just existed. I think it seems like it just existed. Alright, we're at least getting some experience on Oddish, even though it might be unwanted, and Stunky, who's only level 7 now. Let's go... Oh, we fell into a cave. Well, we're probably not getting out of here for the rest of the expedition. What else can we find in this cave? Rock types. Do you maybe have Sturdy? Do have Sturdy. Alright. Hoppy carried me, so it stole my Mega Drain, but I am fine with that. Because it does 1 damage. Restored with like 1 damage for the Bonsly. Pokeball should make this easy enough to catch. Nice, nice. They got Whismers in the cave. Love me a good old scrappy explode. It is only level 4 though. Can I just like throw a ball at this and it'll go in, please? I'm too strong for this area, but I don't have enough steps to go anywhere else. Okay, thank you, Blitzmer. Alright, I used 2 Pokeballs trying to catch that Zubat. But now we have a Zubat in the box. I'm gonna try and get farther away from the spawn. We do have Rock Smash, right? I'm pretty sure I brought that. Ooh, here's another nest egg. I want this for sure. I'm going to put poison powder into it. Or it's going to dodge the poison powder. That is also possible. But this thing is not a grass type, so I should be able to land the poison powder into it if I could land the poison powder into it. Okay, Nincada has avoided this 3 times. Okay, well, we just missed it 3 times. Like a 75 accurate move. We missed 3 times. Great. Because it's only going for Hardy. Alright, Pokeball should make this easy enough to... Nincada, I could obliterate you in 1 Mega Drain, but I have chosen not to. But now I'm beginning to regret my decision. Alright, we're gonna ask you, and that took you all the way down to that much health. Now imagine how much Giga Drain would do. You're gonna get hurt by poison, and now you're gonna go in the ball. Alright, phenomenal. Oh wait, it's asking me if I want to use my Rock Smash pass. Does that mean the Rock Smash pass gets consumed whenever I do that? Let me try and break it again. Oh, okay, we're still good. It's infinite use. Oh, but there are Rock Smash encounters. It's Roly-Poly! Like Roly-Poly. Never have gotten to use it in a playthrough yet, but Roly-Poly is pretty neat. It probably dies to Mega Drain. We're gonna click Acid 1 time. Please don't click a Fire type move into me. I didn't click a Fire type move into you, and it will only be fair. Lowered my accuracy. Well, we're not going for Poison Powder, because we know how that will go. Go for the Acid, and we missed the Acid instead. As Roly-Poly is now getting set up on us by increasing its speed. Ash, could you land the Acid? Thank you. And we can add that to the Pokédex. Oh, Roly-Poly is not a Fire type yet. That's notable. Okay, here we have a ladder, so we can escape the cave. And we escape into the smallest area that you ever did see, but we got tiny mushrooms, which do sell for a lot. Anything special about this bush? No. Alright, well, we're back to the cave. Let's continue on. I was about to say that was the longest we've ever gone without an encounter in the cave, but we have another one. And I need Oddish to get some health back, so sorry, Whisper, but you're gonna be Oddish's dinner here to get some health back. I want to flee from the Bonsly because I know it's gonna have Sturdy and waste my PP. But, like, also, we only get so many encounters, so it's kind of beneficial to kill all of them. Oh, Flail might hurt you. Okay, it didn't hurt that much. Alright, we got a ladder on our left, an up area that we can go, and a right area that we can go. Let's just see what's up on the surface. Okay, this seems to be a permanent escape. I don't really like this way a lot. I want to go back into the cave. The cave was a little scary at first, but now I feel safe, and I get, like, an encounter for every step in the cave. Alright, let's escape up this ladder on the right, and we will find yet another singular ball, but it's actually a great ball, which is pretty great. Alright, we've got about 20 steps left, and we have yet again another path, and I don't think I'm going to have enough steps to go down both paths this time. So I can either go towards the path with the water, or I can go towards the path with nothing. Let's go towards nothing, since I'm already closer to that anyways. Alright, I was able to catch that Zubat in a singular Pokeball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get, like, 1 step of whatever is up above this ladder. And we don't see anything. We get to take 1 step and we're done for the day. Alright, we're gonna teach Fury Swipes over Scratch, just because more often than not it'll do more damage than Scratch. Not crazy about Fury Swipes though. Everybody who needs the experience is getting the experience, which is great at least. Let's get rid of Sand Attack. Got Mud Slap. Mud Slap is just better Sand Attack. Unless you've got, like, Covert Cloak. And, okay, the 3rd gym badge guy, Raphael, is gonna talk to us. You have done well. It is finally time for you to fight a gym leader. That's it? Okay, well. I guess we're gonna, when I say go back in there, we're gonna fight a gym leader, so we gotta get prepped for that. Let's take a look over our haul. Okay, we have some dupes. Actually, we only have one dupe the way that it looks. I thought I had way more dupes. We're gonna move the permanent party members down here for now. But everybody other than this is sellable, but we should probably take a full team of 6 into the gym leader. But the thing is that I'm not quite sure who. We've got some good options. Like, obviously we have 2 Zubats, so one of them can't come. And I'm not crazy about bringing 3 poison types, even though each of the poison types that we have in the party right now are weak to different things. Carablast is going to need a trade evolution item, so I don't think it's worth it right now to bring Carablast with us, even though Escavalier did save me in my last Pokerogue run. Let's see, we have 2 rock types. One of them has Sturdy, one of them does not. So I think for now I'm going to put Bonsly above Roly-Coly, and we might just keep... kind of just keep these 2 around, but we're going to find higher levels of them at some point, and their levels right now are like level 4, and we're like level 15, so we can't really bring these. Okay, I think I'm going to make the easy decision right now, which is that our team will consist of the 6 Pokemon that are on the bottom, and then we're going to sell these Pokemon. Ooh, okay, I noticed it for the Bonsly that it gave me a number that wasn't like, based on 100, but it's also true for the Whismur now, so I think the prices have changed a little bit since I last recorded the game. Great, sending in 10 Pokemon has given us 3 Great Balls, so that'll be great for catching something high level in the future. Okay, selling the Zubat helped us reach the quota, which gave us some extra cash. And you know, honestly, since I reached the quota, I'm not crazy about selling the Pokemon that I've left. You know, obviously this Carablast is level 9, which is better than the fact that this Nincada is only level 6. I think since I'm not hurting for money right now, let's keep Nincada. We're going to put it in another box, and it'll be a nest egg that we'll try and level up in the future. And let's bring these 6 into the gym battle. Okay, I came to the bottom of the other items for evolutionary items, and the, what's it called? The syrup apple is not here, so they don't have Hydrapple, which means that this game is probably up to Generation 8, if I had to guess. Or at least it's Generation 9, but not the DLC, but I'd be willing to bet it's up to Generation 8. There also doesn't seem to be, like, any kind of replacement item for Carablast, so I'm going to assume that it will just evolve using the linking cord, but that's not something that I want to test right now. Oh, you are a person of interest. Would you look at that? An ex-inmate making themselves useful. Remarkable. Take this as a token of my gratitude. 5 Great Balls for free? Yo, I'm never gonna have to buy Pokeballs in this game. They give me so many for free. Ooh, okay. We now have access to something called the Void Jump, which allows me to jump over impassable crevices, which sounds pretty epic. We could also buy a +1 ticket that allows me to postpone my gym battle. I don't think I'm going to do that, because I really think I'm not going to lose this next gym battle. I feel like we have a pretty good team, and we should save our money for future endeavors. We have some of the pretty strong items here. Pretty enticing. I think I'm going to get an expert belt, because Infernape gets a lot of moves that are super effective into a lot of Pokemon like Thunder Punch. So we are going to give Chimchar the expert belt, and it will have that for probably the rest of its life, as long as I decide not to sell it. So let's just jump into it, see what we got. Okay, gym holographic generation in progress. Please wait. Generation complete. Gym decorations in progress. Ah, I should know this gym. I definitely have been here before. So there's also gym trainers. Does this go any? Oh, we're gonna fight Silent. Okay, good thing I bought that expert belt. Alright, we have a fight against Waitress Elizabeth, who starts out pretty mid. What level are you? 14 is actually a bit higher than I thought it would be. Here we can try to switch train Carablast a little bit. We're gonna catch a bullet seed on Chimchar. Hopefully this doesn't hit a lot. Don't hit me. Don't stop. Okay, stopped. Here, catch this Ember. It's effective. Bullet seed again. Based on the variability of this could not be great. Oh, it got a critical hit. That's even more variably not great. At least it only hit 3 times though, and now we can finish off with the Ember. Ash wants to learn the move Stun Spore. I much so prefer that over Poison Powder. Oh, you have another Pokemon. I mean, Chimchar's probably fine. Chimchar can stay out. Handle this. First me found the Expert Belt, so now it should probably be scared. What does it do? Will-O-Wisp. Well, you're dumb. Not only are you scared, but you're also dumb. It's a real double threat there, huh? Chimchar now wants to learn the move Flame Wheel. Yes, please. And now we have Chimchar evolving into Monferno. Perfect timing to go take on the gym leader. We also got Mach Punch, which we will learn. And it's kind of optional that we fight this guy. But I can also get some free money. I'm not sure how much the waitress gave us, but we also have a lot of money. Alright, we're going to fight this guy too. He asked me if I want some water. I do not want some water. I want you to have grass types that I can put. The Carablast, get out of here. I was switch training you, but now you don't need to be here. Switch into Oddish just because Fungus might try to do something funky. Venoshock is pretty funky. I think I just swap into Monferno because Fungus won't do anything funky. Yeah, just Venoshock. Ow, Venoshock hurt a lot though. Flame Wheel into Fungus is going to KO it in 1 hit. Phenomenal. Oh, Carablast is getting False Swipe. This will be hopeful for catching Mons in the future. Okay, Flame Wheel into Petalil is going to KO Petalil. Everybody gets so much experience. And let's fight the gym leader. Oh, so you've made it here. Congratulations. I think we have to battle, I think. Well, here we go then. Good luck. Versus Silent. Well, Silent was the first gym leader I ever fought as well because I picked Tepig back in Black and White. Wait, no, that's not. I lied. I would have fought Cress. Well, Silent, you were also here. Oh, you got Ivysaur. I'm not sure why you thought Ivysaur would have a better chance at beating Monferno. Heck, it might be the only thing on your team that can actually take a hit. Flame Wheel can miss. It's not going to, though. Oh, he's got Super Potion. We use our strategy of clicking Flame Wheel again, and we watch an Ivysaur die. Okay, Oddish wants to learn Sleep Powder. This is technically less risky, because, like, Paralyzed turns is only 1 in 3 chance, and Sleep is permanent. They're same accuracy, but Sleep is not permanent. I think for the purpose of catching Mons and making money, we are going to keep the Stun Spore on Oddish. And Trapinch is going to learn Sand Tomb. Do we have anything we kind of want to get rid of? Yeah, we're going to get rid of Astonish. Okay, and lastly, Silent is going to oh wait, no, we didn't actually fight that Cottonee. The Cottonee is very much still alive. Can't say the same for this Pansage, though. Pansage is about to be very much dead. And now comes out Cottonee. Well, how to say this? I think I only have 1 Pokemon left. Oh, now you have Prankster? You could have poisoned me this entire time if you just clicked the poison powder. Oh well. Catch Flame Wheel and die. Alright. Silent. What a surprise. You are very strong. Seems like not even Chili or Crest could beat you. Congrats for your victory. So, I'm gonna give you this badge. It proves you defeated me in a battle. Right? You got the grass badge. Your team has been healed. Thank you. Oh, I guess I'm out of free heals now that I did that for free. Wait, could I have just left? Did I have to use those potions? I could have just left and came back and healed up. Oh, well. Alright, I'm feeling pretty confident. We're gonna fight Nurse Joy again. And since we have a fighting type, if she's only gonna use normal types, albeit extremely weak ones. I'm I'm perfectly fine taking her money and her free healing services. Okay, her second Pokemon is actually Clefairy, which we can just send out Oddish to deal with. It is good to know that she's not going to use all normal types. Alright, down goes Clefairy. Karblast wants to learn Acid... You learn Acid Spray? Yeah, I guess we'll replace Leer. Not that you're ever going to be a special attacker, but it might be useful for trying to take down a boss at some point. Alright, now that we've beaten the Grass-type gym, we have access to the TMs of Magical Leaf, Bullet Seed, and Grassy Terrain, which by themselves aren't that great. Like, maybe if we get a good skill link mon for Bullet Seed, I could see that working out, but probably not right now. Raphael says, heh, not bad, you have 1 badge. Keep going. I will come to see you when you have explored 3 planets. Okay, so our counter has been reset, and our second gym will come to us whenever we have completed 3 more explorations. Or is it 3 more explorations or 3 planets? I'm assuming... Oh, there's another person here.
Huh, they sent someone else here? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, fellow prisoner. I am Thaniel. They sent me here on a mission to catch Pokemon, just like you. Don't you think things get a bit boring here? What if I were to propose you a challenge, To make things a bit more interesting. You have to catch more Pokemon than me. If you succeed, I promise you that the prize will be worth it. Good luck.
Alright, well, we don't know how many Pokemon that guy has, but we have some apricorns up here. We can get some Pokeballs from the cart. But it seems like our goal for this time is going to be to catch Pokemon, so let's... I mean, like, try and stick around in the grass. The water seems like a pretty good way to both explore and maybe encounter some Pokemon. We're really not encountering a lot of mons, though. I've been doing quite a bit of grass. This looks like a pretty wet area, so we might see a lot of water types. That goes nowhere. We wasted all of those steps. Ah, there's a water type that our Monferno is not great into. Ooh, this Brillish is already level 16. This must be a much higher level planet. Alright, we're going to try and use Oddish to stun spore the Frillish. The Frillish does not want to be stun spored, though. Thankfully, even with the rain that the Frillish set up, it doesn't do too much water type damage to... Oddish, you were terrible at landing these attacks. I just want to put it out there. Yeah, Frillish is just going to be doing useless rain dances. And let's just try to bag it. We have 4 Pokeballs, but we do have a decent number of Great Balls, but I want to try and get the Pokeballs out of the way first, especially when it's something as easy to catch this Frillish here. Oh, and Oddish is already learning the move Giga Drain over Mega Drain. Yes, please. We'll have less PP with Giga Drain, but it'll be stronger. There's also a cave over there. Oh, and this river leads up into a waterfall, which we do not have the thing for waterfall, so we're gonna stay in the water for now at least. Tentacool. I can use Wooper to handle this. I haven't actually checked. Is our Wooper unaware or is it water absorbed? Because that will definitely change how useful his Wooper is here. Ah, okay, it's neither of the above. Our Wooper is damp. Okay, we're in here taking Wrap damage, and now we're gonna take Water Pulse damage. Oh, Water Pulse did a lot more than Wrap, but that makes sense that it did. Wooper is confused, but misses the Mud Shot. What is up with all my Pokemon missing today? I think in order to save Wooper, we have to go for a Pokeball here, but not a Pokeball. I'm going to use one of our Great Balls, I think. Alright, Great Ball. It's level 16 Tentacool that we've weakened a little bit. There we go, alright. Send Tentacool to the box. Wooper will gain some experience and grow to level 18. And I need to move Monferno out of the front before I forget again. Alright, let's look into this cave over here. It might take us to another level, and also maybe have ground types that we can still Giga Drain in order to get a lot of health. Or we can find a Machop. That also kind of works out. I'm pretty okay with just Giga Draining this and trying to get some health. It'll probably live. Never mind. There we go. I had a pretty stone, sell that for some money. Oh, we could have had a much better path coming down. Alright, unfortunately I had to use 2 Pokeballs to try and catch the Zubat that I had paralyzed and lowered down in health, so I caught it using a Great Ball, so we might have actually lost money catching this Zubat, unfortunately. But at least now Oddish is evolving into Gloom. Sweet. And a singular item is a very special item that extends your exploration by 35 steps. That's quite a bit. That was very worth it. But now the Machamp wants to fight us. Alright, good thing we evolved Gloom directly before this fight. I'm pretty fine just Giga Draining my health back on this Machamp, and if it lives, then it lives, but we know is probably gonna die. Alright, I do want to catch a Machamp just to have one. I am afraid that if I click Stun Spore into it, though, it might be Guts. So we're gonna take this a little bit at a time with the Acid here. Low Kick doesn't do too much to us. I'm going to click Stun Spore into it just in case. And based on that low sweep damage that I did, I think it was Guts. It seems like it did a lot more that second time. Alright, got Machamp. We will send it to the box for the monies later. Okay, there seems to be a fishing spot up there, but we might need Waterfall in order to get to it. Grab some super potions. Those will be good for healing. Should I need that? And we have another fishing spot over here. Alright. Let's try and redeem our fishing skills from the tutorial. See if I can get the fish this time. Hey, there we go. We fished up a Pokemon. And who did we fish up? It's Poliwag. Oh, this Poliwag is only level 9, though. Did I get closer to the low-level starting point? Or maybe it just has to do with the fact that we fished up this Pokemon versus encountering it in the wild. We do only have Great Balls, so it feels like kind of a waste to catch this level 9 Poliwag, but I'm going to catch it just for the sake of the dex, pretty much. You know what, actually, Wooper, you can sit this one out for maybe a bit. And then we can level up this Poliwag so that we can sell it for some more Muns later on. Alright, we found some more normal Pokeballs, so if we come across any more low-level Pokemon, it'll be easier to get them. Now let's use Ledge Jumper, jump across the ledge. And can I make it to that Pokeball over there? No, I can't. I need Rock Climb to get there. Can I make it up to... Oh, I thought this went up to the other fishing spot. I went in a big circle. Well, if I'm going to run out of steps, I would rather do it in the cave, I think. Because those are all guaranteed and count. Alright, we're done for today.
So, how many did you catch? 6? That's 2 more than me. Hey, if you give that to Edward, he'll do the necessary so that your future explorations can last longer. I got 1 gold steps ticket. Well, see you next time.
I gotta remember who Edward is. Is it you? Oh, it actually is you. Okay, upgrades. Well, I have enough money. I'm gonna buy the Rock Climb. Actually, let's just buy all these passes since I'm going to need them for the future and I'm not hurting for cash right now. And, oh, more steps in exploration. Oh, this ticket. I don't know where you got it, but today's your lucky day. Thanks to this ticket, you get a free suit upgrade. How awesome is that? You add your ticket to Edward. And here you go. Your exploration will now be extended by 50 steps. I can upgrade your suit to optimize your movement when you explore a planet. Each step will cost you exponentially more. Yes, please. How many steps would you like to buy? I mean, how much does 10 more steps cost? Cost me that much money. I'm assuming that this is like a permanent upgrade, and permanent step upgrade just sounds better. So let's see about 20 steps. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then if I try and buy the 10 more steps, it doesn't. Okay, it will cost more than before. So it is continuous upgrade that I have to make there. Oh, that's right. I forgot that earlier I gave Carablast it learned the false swipe that I could have been using to catch mons that are a little bit easier, and so Carablast is a little bit more permanent. I think we'll keep this team of 6 right now. I'm not super crazy about keeping Wooper on the team, but having the ground typing is pretty important, I feel like. Although this Frillish does have Water Absorb, a 31 in special attack, a down in attack, up in defense nature, which is really good. Also a ghost type. Also, I think Frillish learns a lot of good moves by level up. I think I'm going to replace the Wooper with Frillish, even though Wooper I think was the first Pokemon that we have caught. Just the fact that Wooper is damp, it's kind of bringing down my mood if I'm being honest. Plus, also having the ghost typing, I would say is equally as important to having the ground typing. It's just that we might need to be... Well, I guess we already have a ground type in Trapinch, so that fixes its own self. Okay, me selling that Tentacool made it so that I reached the quota. So with the Pokemon that I have left, I'm gonna figure the team out, and then I'll be back. Alright, let's close out this episode by going to one more planet, and this time I'm going to remember to use the bait incense. In fact, I'm going to use it now. Also, I found out that whenever those planet names come on top, that since there are currently 16 planets in the game, the first number is like that number of planet. Like we're on the 3rd planet right now. I took 3 steps and almost forgot that I could use the bait incense. Alright, bag. Where is it? Not this way. Alright, bait incense. We're going to use it. And we'll see how many encounters we encounter on our way. Seems like this planet might mostly be cave area. See what kind of Pokemon live on this planet. It is a Paris. Now Paris is unfortunately something that we cannot paralyze using Sunspore. We can throw Giga Drain into it, and I think it would, yeah, just a pretty good shot of living. Alright, caught Paris with Pokeball. Alright, we found a Slowpoke in the water, and I caught that too. So I think that'll give us our first Psychic type whenever we get back. And here we're going to catch a Geodude. And as I exit the Geodude battle, there is an Onix just kind of sitting up there. How do we get to that Onix? There's no way there. Oh, here we have a Drillbur who we can maybe fight and catch. Drillbur doesn't seem aggressive. It just kind of sitting here. Alright. One more Pokeball I'm going to throw at the Drillbur, even though it's at green health. I feel like we should have pretty good odds of catching it. Alright, well, I'm going to hit it with the Acid, and we didn't crit it. So thankfully, we have a pretty good chance of catching it with a Great Ball. Oh, the Drillbur looks like it left behind a potion. That is not quite what... Oh! But now there's... Oh, and the instance effect wore off. But now there's a little through line here. And we can walk over to a Binacle. Binacle is also just sitting here. And we're going to try and catch this too. Alright, surely a level 12 Binacle that is paralyzed and damaged a bit should have no struggle getting into our Great Ball. And Binacle gave some Prey Stones. Alright, those are a little bit better. Sell those for some money. But now we have a path into the Onix. Onix is only level 13, so I don't feel very intimidated by it at all. Especially if it's only going to be going for Rock Polish. Ooh, Onix paralyzed us back with Dragon Breath, which is not something I want. Also, Bind is going to do some damage over time, so I kind of would prefer to catch this quickly while it's going to be chipping away at me. We'll go for one more Acid, hopefully. I was about to make fun of the Onix getting paralyzed, but we also got paralyzed and we got binded, so that was a net negative turn for us. And we got paralyzed again, and squeezed again. Onix got paralyzed. We've been paralyzed 3 times in a row, and we're still getting squeezed, and now, alright, at least we've been freed now. As it sets up the bind again. Gloom, you need to stop, alright? Get your head in the game. Lock in. I need you to... Just lock in. Alright, you get paralyzed. Gloom finally gets to go for Acid. Bring Onix down into a range where we can catch it. And then once we get out of here, I'm gonna need Gloom. What? Really? I'm gonna need Gloom to Giga Drain into something in order to get its health back. Gloom might die, but that is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. For the sake of... Okay, I guess this Onix just has the catch rate of a Mew. We're gonna swap in Frillish here, because Frillish is a ghost who cannot be binded. And we're gonna heck and catch this Onyx that is paralyzed and on yellow health. Thank you. Alright, the Onyx has left. A very special item that allows me to extend my exploration by 30 steps. Oh, Carablast got poisoned by the Zubat, but its shed skin healed the poison. Way to go, Carablast. Alright, I found a replacement for the bait incense that I used. And I'm not gonna use it for now. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Here we found a pretty green stone. Always sells for a bit more than a pretty stone. Seems to be timber over there. We can also rock smash down. I think we shall do that once we defeat this Nidorino. Okay. Nice thing about having Frillish on the party is that we can use Nightshade into things in order to deal consistent amounts of damage. Level 16 Nidorino. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, found a skull fossil in this room. That's a Pokemon that we can revive. And we have some statues. What is up with the statue? Oh, I talked to one and it became dark. And there became a ghost. Are you lost? Hello? You seem very distracted. Okay, bye. Oh, what if I talk to the other statue? Dude, hi, welcome back to the land of the living. Do you think that you could maybe give me a little bit more to go off of other than just, okay. Bye again. Hey, you bring somebody back to life twice, you think they'd at least strike up a bit of a conversation. Oh. I went into the room above me, but then fell. I think I understand what is being asked of me, and there's that person knows the way to go to get to that item, but I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I feel like I could do this through trial and error. Probably not, though. I mean, if there were other YouTubers playing this game, I would look at a YouTuber, and because the puzzle's probably not random, and I would just look at the YouTuber and see which way they go in order to get it, or I could roll back my own footage and look at which way the Hex Maniac looks in order to know which way I need to know which way to look. But that sounds like a lot of work. Oh, and also the creator of Lethalmon left a comment on one of my videos saying that I was the first English person they saw playing Lethalmon, so I may very well be that guy who people are looking forward to solving the puzzle on the English side. Alright, so I ended up figuring out the puzzle. It is left 2, and then up 1, and then left 1, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right 1, 2, 3, and then going down 1, 2, and then you go right 1, and it gives you this message in French, but it says that a strange mechanism has activated something, basically. And after that, it doesn't matter because we need to go back, but it's kind of faster for you just to fail to go get the other thing. As you'll see on the bottom there, a hole opened up. But if you want to get the Pokeball that is on the bottom, you need to go right 1, and then down 1, 2, and then left 1, 2, 3, and then down 1, and then interact with it. And we have found a very special item that extends the exploration by 20 steps, meaning we now have 420 steps on this planet. Nice. And then, I guess I didn't test if actually walking into that space did anything. But now we have access to another room. And with these last 70 steps or so, we are going to be able to encounter a Golett, which I didn't know was in here. Now, depending on what the Golett has, it might be kind of risky to lead with our own Ghost type, but our own Ghost type has Nightshade, and I think I definitely want to catch this. Wild Golett has appeared at level 15. Okay. So let's immediately drop the Nightshade into it, and that does a bit under half. It goes for the Defense Curl, hopefully it doesn't have Rollout, but we can afford to Nightshade into the Golett one more time, and it does have Shadow Punch, so this is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurts. but I'm willing to use our last 2 Pokeballs to try and catch this Golett because it seems like it is a pretty special encounter, and thankfully we caught it. And Golett left behind a triple Tiny Mushroom, assuming that that is worth the value of 3 Tiny Mushrooms. That's pretty good. We don't have too many steps left, but we also don't have too many encounters left, probably. We only have 40 steps. I only have 1 more Great Ball, and I'm not using it to catch this thing. Alright, we've only got those additional 20 steps left, so I'm going to try and encounter... Oh, it's our first Woobat, I believe. I'll definitely catch this in our last Great Ball. Would it live the Fury Swipes? It probably lives the Fury Swipes if we only get 2 Fury Swipes, but what are the odds of us getting like 5 of them? Not very great, we missed. And also Endeavor is going to hurt because this thing is a lot lower HP than us. Alright, the Woobat is on yellow health. I'm going to throw our last Great Ball at it, and hopefully Monferno can make it out of this alive. There we go. Ooh, there's an item over there, but unfortunately I do not think I can get to it. We can break this rock though, which will cause us to encounter Aeron. Oh, I kind of wish I got that, because then we can donate a Steel type, and I don't think we've donated a Steel type yet. Alright, I think I am exactly 2 steps off of getting that item in the corner, unfortunately. Which means those 2 steps I probably wasted somewhere along the line mattered. A lot of Pokemon gained XP. Doesn't seem like anybody gained a level this time, though. Usually we get some levels. Alright, it looks like on that last expedition, we caught 9 Pokemon, and I think every single one of them is different, which is pretty exciting. Alright, I just sold Woobat, and we hit the quota, so I'm going to move the Nidorino back here. And then I decided that I wanted to keep the statics that we found in the cave, just because they seem special. I don't know how easily replaceable all of them are, especially the Golett and the Onyx. Those seem like they're not easily replaceable, so we're gonna hold on to those for now at least. And we kind of have extra leftovers, Poliwag and Nidorino, so in the next episode we will decide their fates and move on to our second gym challenge. Alright, and that is going to do it for this episode. We got to explore some more unique planets, and we got to uncover some puzzles, which was kind of nice. I like the puzzling aspect. Hope to see more of that in the future. But thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.